going to start off with the Too Faced Pineapple palette, I believe it's called, Sparkling Pineapple eyeshadow palette. And I had got this in TJ Maxx a while ago. I had got it on sale, and that's why I picked it up. This packaging is so luxurious, but guys, I gotta say, I have not used this palette, and it is so pretty. Like this color right here, but as you can see, it's like, I don't know. It is so pretty. Like, that reflect is so pretty, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me see this one here. Oh, that's so pretty. That is pretty. And this is such like a neutral palette. Like, let me try this one here. That one is, hold on guys, because I have this upside down so you guys can see it. So let me just see, is this a dual chrome? Yes, that is a dual chrome. But honestly, guys, I think I'm going to declutter this palette. I have not touched it since I bought it. It's gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. If I could reuse the packaging, like if there was a way to get the bottom out and keep this like a little keepsake box, I would. As a matter of fact, guys, I'm going to keep this. Let me see. If there, yeah, see, no. If you see here, there's like a, if you see here, guys, there's like an opening where you could flip it up. But if you look in the back, this is attached to the top. So the only way I see this coming out is actually coming out with the closing mechanism, unless you cut it somehow. I don't know, guys. Should I make this a project? I don't know. This would be cool, like to put like earrings and stuff in, right? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to keep it, guys, and I'm going to see if I can recycle this packaging and use it for something else, because this packaging is so cute. Okay, we are going to recycle this bad boy. So I'm going to put this to the side. That will go in the recycle pile. Next, we have the Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry Eyeshadow Palette. Now, let's see. Now, this one is very pretty. If you guys are wondering why this heart is here, I just want to make sure that my palettes are in frame. I don't want to be out of frame. I want you guys to be able to see everything that I'm doing. Let's see this shade. Oh my God, it smells like berries. It is so pretty. Let's see this one. Oh my God, that's so nice. Okay, yeah, I have to use this palette more. This palette is absolutely stunning. There's like a glitter reflect in there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but yeah, there's like a glitter reflect in there. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to try and get more use out of it. Next, I have these that I purchased by NK Makeup, Nika K, NK. I don't know what they call them. And I have a few here. Let me see. Okay, so I have six. I have 6 in total. Now, these are all fairly new to my collection. I just bought these not so long ago, so I think I'm going to keep all of these. So let me just go through them. This is the Lucky Charm, and it's just greens. And I love these palettes because you can travel with these. You know what I'm saying? And then this is the Oh Honey. So pretty. I'll be keeping that one. This is the Watermelon Splash. I'll be keeping that one. This is the Poison Apple. Definitely keeping that one. It is so pretty. Let me just swatch one of these. You can see like their pigments to be on point. I love Nika K. I call it Nika K. I know other people call it different, or maybe the brand is called something different. Who the hell knows, Miss Thing? Pero that's what I call it. Then I have Ocean Eyes. Now, I do have the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star, so I don't know if I needed to purchase this one. What I like, though, is that it's a travel size. That white, not really feeling it. Let me see this blue here. Meh. Not really feeling it. I think this is going to go into the declutter aisle. Okay, so I will be decluttering that palette. Then we have here Autumn Spice. I will be keeping this one. This is very fall, very gorgeous. Love, love, love this palette. Keeping. Next, we have the Neon Collection by Huda Beauty. These, I am keeping all of these. I love neon and like colorful eyeshadows, so these are not going anywhere. As you can tell, that one has a dip in it. I use this one fairly often. Then we have the green one. I don't know what pressed pigment palette. What is it called? I don't know. It's the green neon palette by Huda Beauty. This one is cute. I have not tried this one as of yet. I haven't even swatched this baby. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. These look like topper shades. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I think I just said I'm keeping all my neons. Yeah, not getting rid of these neons. I love neons to death. This one's nice too. That one has a dip in it. I use these fairly often, so yeah. And you know what, guys? I just forgot. Take out the drawer. I forgot what drawer they're in. Okay, so these are my Huda Obsessions. I'm sure you guys seen these a million times. This is the Huda Electric Obsessions. I have never used this palette and I am ashamed. Seriously. But look at that. I can't. Come on, sis. Come on. I can't get rid of that. Nope. Keeping. And I don't know why I keep them in these clear thingies, but I just like it. Okay. Next one is the blue one. And again, I have Blue Blood, but this shade right here is just so pretty. Like, I just love that shift. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I love that shift. I am keeping that one. And if you guys are wondering, this is a microfiber makeup remover towel. It takes the makeup off your fingers fairly quick. So I am keeping that one. Then we have the purple one, Amethyst Obsessions. I have not touched this palette yet. Now, I have this, and I have the one by Too Faced. These look fairly similar, guys. They really, really do. But that black shade, with the glitter, I love it. I love it. And then, like, this one and this one looks like this one and this one. And then that one is kind of similar to that one. It's just that black shade that I'm gravitating more towards this palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a battle of the palettes with these two and see which one comes up on top. And then I will decide then what palettes I will declutter. So I'll just keep these two together so I know I have to do a battle of the palettes. Haven't done that in a while, so that should be fun. Next, I have the Glitter Storm palette by Ciate London. And guys, yeah, this is the thing with the glitter that goes, you know, that moves around in there, blah, blah, blah. I love this. I love this packaging. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette. I use it all the freaking time. This is like my go-to neutral palette. These glitter shimmers up here are like phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you like shimmer and glitter, you are going to love these shades. I mean, sometimes I just put this in the crease and that all over the lid and I'm out and I look, oh my God, oh my God. I love this palette, guys. I absolutely love this palette. It's one of my favorite palettes. It's actually in my everyday drawer. I have to start rotating my palettes because there's so many palettes that I haven't even touched yet. Next, we have the Moondust palette. And here's the thing. I bought another one because I was using this so much. As you can see, I hit pan right there. I was using this palette so much that I bought another one because I saw it on sale. What I'm going to do is I'm going to declutter this one because I have a brand new one and I'm going to start using that one. Okay, so this will be decluttered. Okay, next I bought this from CVS, more for the nostalgia. Pac-Man, it was my mom's favorite game and it was just, it was cool. It was brilliant idea for packaging, and it was just so cool. And then they got the faces and the Pac-Man there. This is nostalgia, guys. Seriously, I love to collect eyeshadow palettes. So when it comes to stuff like this is for collection purposes. Which I know that sounds stupid, but hey, people collect stickers, people collect all types of shit. Why can't I collect eyeshadow? And then this was the Pac-Man Wet n Wild blush palette. I have not used this yet. I have to put this in my blush drawer so that I can get some use out of it, because this is definitely something that I want to use. So I will put that aside. Now the palettes that I'm doing now, these are all eyeshadow palettes. I haven't went into my highlighter palettes or my blush palettes. I think I'm gonna do those in separate videos for anybody who wants to see those. Okay, so let's keep going. I just have too many eyeshadow palettes to put them all together. Like, it's not it. So this is fairly new. I have not used this. This is the ColourPop monochromatic palette vault. So let me show you guys what this is basically. So it basically opens up and you have all these palettes inside. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to take these palettes out of here, because I think because I've kept them in this packaging, I have not used them. You know, you use things you can see, and I have not used them because they've been in this adorable, absolutely adorable packaging. But the truth is, I haven't used it because they're in here. I don't use it. So here we go. These, I have not touched any of these, I don't think. Let's start with the main squeeze. And this is what it looks like. I have not, oh my God, I have not tried. I have not touched this, guys. This is insane. Okay. I will start rotating my palettes. This is the Orange You Glad. Oh my God, this looks so pretty. What is that? Is that a glitter? Clementine? Are you kidding me? That is so pretty. Oh my God, if you guys don't know, I love sparkly things. Anything sparkly. It's the craziest for me. Like, I absolutely love it. This is Just My Luck. And that was another reason why I bought the Volt, because this one was sold out. And this was the one that I really, really wanted. At that time, I was looking for like a green, all green eyeshadow palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with this. I think I'm going to do a week with these monochromatic palettes and just do one a day and do makeup looks with all of them. Here's the Honey palette. Very pretty. Has one glitter. I love that. I love that there's just one glitter. Like, it's not overwhelming, whole bunch of glitter. Keeping. Blue Moon, another blue palette. After, you know, I have blue blood. I should never buy a blue palette again. Like, seriously. I will be keeping this. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this one is a little bit better than the other one. I like this. This kind of like dual chrome blue. It's very pretty. Okay, let me see this one. Yeah, that's a pretty blue. Okay. I'm convinced. I am keeping this one. The one I want to get is like the Elsa and the Sailor Moon palette from ColourPop. I really want to try those out. It's my pleasure. It's just ColourPop comes out with so much shit. It's like hard to keep up with them. Another purple palette. Yeah, another purple palette. You know, I have the Huda Beauty. I have the Too Faced. The Too Faced one calls me the most. And then I have this one. This is just ridiculous at this point. These all look alike. Oh, how did this happen? How did this happen? You know how this happened? Because I am a makeup junkie. That's why. I'm a palette junkie and I buy shit and I don't even know what the hell I have. So here you go. Here's a prime example of 3 palettes that I have that I haven't used. So I don't know which one is good and which one isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all three. I'm going to put them together. And I'm going to see which one I like, which one I don't like, and then get rid of the one that I don't like. I'll keep you guys posted. Next, we have the Make Believe in Yourself by Tarte. You know, Tarte, I haven't really seen, like, they haven't really caught my attention lately with any eyeshadow palettes. It's very weird. Tarte always used to have these awesome launches, and now it's just like, bland, 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 you know? But I'm not sleeping on them. I hope they come out with something soon. I'm not getting rid of this palette. I like to call this my unicorn palette. I actually use these colors from my inner corners for different eyeshadow looks because these shimmers are just so pretty. So I use them as inner corners or a quick pop on the lid, if you will. Now this is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Narcissus palette, and this is really, really old, guys. I mean old. Like when I first started collecting makeup, my husband had bought this for me, and this has, you know, a lot of sentimental value, so I will never ever get rid of this. And these were the eyeshadows that you could wear wet or dry. I don't even know if they're still good. Yeah, I don't think I'd put that on my eye. Seriously. I'd probably grow a monkey or a freaking rabbit on my eye if I put this on my eye. We have the Hidden Treasures palette. Okay, guys. Now, I did use this palette. I remember using this palette. I don't know if I loved it, though. I'm not sure if I really loved it. Like, I don't think the shimmers were... Oh, wait. That one's nice. That one's nice. I didn't use that one. Let me see this one. Like, these are nice, you know? They're nice. Am I crazy about them? I don't know. I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and see if I have anything else similar to this. And if I do, then I'll just get rid of that one. Next, we have the Majestic palette. And this is a glitter, all glitter palette. Now, what I noticed is that I'm not big on glitters. Pressed glitters. Anyways, I prefer putting my own glitter. And yeah, and I don't really like chunky glitter like this. So I will be decluttering this palette. Next, we have the Too Faced Natural Love palette. I will be keeping this palette. This has a lot of everyday eyeshadows, and I use this a lot as my base palette for the crease before I do an eye look. I find that this comes in handy, and I use it often, so I am keeping this palette. It's one of my essentials. Next, we have the Huda Beauty Rose Gold, the original. Jesus. Why do I still have this? And this is what it looks like. As you can see, I hit pan there, I hit pan there. I used the freak out of this palette. I really did. And I enjoyed it. It was great. But it's time to let it go. It's time to let you go. And it hurts my soul because this thing was a pretty penny, guys. It really was. So, bye-bye. Huda the original. What's bad about Huda Beauty too, guys, is that I've noticed their palettes, like after a while, they start to smell like rotten milk, you know? So yeah, declutter that one. Celestial Thunder by Dominique Cosmetics. These colors are everything. I am dying to use this palette. I've just never have. I just never have. And the shimmers are not really selling me. The mattes might. But I have to use this palette and I have to see what it's giving because I really gravitate towards these colors. So I will be keeping that one. I think that one came in a BoxyCharm. Next is the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. Now, here we go. Here's the Desert Dust palette. Let's see how these shadows are operating because Huda Beauty, we know, expires really, really quick. Their eyeshadows tend to, like, not work really fast. I don't know why. But, like, their eyeshadows don't seem to last very long, in my opinion. Allegedly, conspiracy. That one is pretty. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to it a little longer and we'll come back to it in the next declutter. But most likely that's gonna go in the next declutter. Then we have the Mercury Retrograde palettes. I am going to get rid of that box because I don't know why I have that box. And then there's still film on here. Okay. This is the Retrograde. This is what it looks like. I have barely touched this. I am keeping this and I am going to get my money's worth out of this. I have to start again rotating my palettes. So I am keeping that. Next, we have the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. I'm sorry guys if you hear like a humming sound. I gotta turn on the fan. I am extremely hot with all these lights on. This is the Vault by Jaclyn Hill. I love these palettes, guys. I should use them more and I don't. I really don't, and I'm an idiot for that. But these are so nice. This is the Dark Magic. Wait, this one is the Ring the Alarm. I did a video on that one. This is Dark Magic, the greens. I hate when my palettes are dirty. Don't get me started. Armed and Gorgeous. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we have this one, which is Bling Boss. And again, another freaking purple palette. All similar, but unique in their own way. You know what I mean? You feel me, girl? Probably not, but it's all right. So I'm keeping all of them for different reasons. I like this shade in this one, which is unique. That shade is unique in this one. This shade is actually really, really beautiful. And that shade is beautiful in that one. So I'm going to keep these, but that's it. I am not purchasing any more purple palettes. Like, I mean, girl, who needs more purple? Okay, so I'm keeping all of these. That will go in the keep pile. Next, we have the Marc Jacobs. And this one is the Style Eye number 7 Plush Shadow Ombre. Now, another purple palette. Okay, guys. This I am going to depot. And I'm going to put eyeshadows. I'm going to put magnets on the bottom so that I can use this as a travel palette because I love the quality and the packaging of the Marc Jacobs. So I will keep you guys posted when I do that. Or we could do that right now. Yeah, why don't we do that right now? I'm going to do it right now. My depotting tool. And then I have... These are all the shadows, ColourPop shadows from the Yes Please palette. I want to put those in here because I feel like I'd get more use out of those. I love that palette, but guys, when I tell you it got so dirty, Jesus, it got dirty. So now we just got to be careful when depotting. This one, I think I already loosened up because I was going to do this off camera, girl. But then I was like, you know what? Do this on camera because, you know, maybe you guys have a Marc Jacobs palette that you want to get rid of and didn't know that you could depot these shadows, you know. Some magnetic tape. So let's see if this magnetizes to the tape. And it does magnetize to the tape. Okay. So that's good. So, because it has tape on the bottom. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's holding pretty good. Now we're going to put the eyeshadow. See if the eyeshadow, okay, yeah, so now the eyeshadow doesn't fall out. So this is a better option. This one magnetizes. I got this in Home Depot, this magnetizing tape. You could go to Home Depot and pick it up. That's where I got it. Okay. So now we have that. This. And this one. Okay, so now the test. Okay, they don't fall out. Now they're magnetized in there, which is pretty awesome. Because now I could use this palette for like, if I'm going somewhere and I need to take this with me, I can take it. I mean, it looks a mess right now, but I'll clean it up later and see, and I can still put this on top. Does it close? Still closes. Right in here, and boom, I just recycled my Marc Jacobs packaging. Isn't that cool, guys? Oh my God. Okay, guys, so I'm going to take a break and I will be back to finish some more palettes. Probably gonna be doing this for a few days because I have a lot of palettes. Here we go. Here's our Naked palettes. Now, I am not getting rid of my Naked palettes, guys. At one point, I was collecting these. I don't know what really happened. I know what happened, guys. I know exactly what happened. I wasn't using them like that, you know? This is the Naked one. This is the original, not the remastered. This is the original. And I keep this for nostalgia. This, I believe, was my first palette when I started my makeup collection. Am I gonna use it? Probably not. Probably not. But they don't make it anymore. So it's kind of just a collector's piece, you know? So I'm keeping that. Then we have the Naked 2 by Urban Decay. That's what that looks like. And guys, I've never touched this. This palette is brand new. Never touched this. So keeping that. I have to rotate my palettes. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a pile of palettes I never touched. Like when I'm done with everything, I'm gonna make a pile of palettes I never touched. So, and I'm gonna touch them. Here's the, okay, I mean, if we're going in order, right? Here's the Naked 3. And this is like the Rose edition. I did hit this up a few times. It's like bland, you know? Bland, bland, bland. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess I attach myself so much to the Naked palettes because at one point I was collecting them, but then I stopped because I realized that I wasn't using them and I was just collecting them. So now it's like I don't use them, I just collect them, and you know that, Mita. So why are you hanging on to this palette? This is a rosy palette. Do I have any rosy palettes in my collection? You know what? We will put this in the maybe pile and see if I have any rose, like rose gold, rose toned eyeshadows. And if we do, then we could pass this bad boy along. Now we're going into the Naked Smoky palette. And this I'm definitely keeping. I don't own anything like this. I don't think. This is my only smoky palette. So yes, I am keeping this one. Okay, and yes, we're keeping the Naked Heat. I don't know if I showed you guys. I might have showed you already. This is the Naked Heat, and I'm definitely keeping this one. Never touched it though. Oh yeah, I think I did one look with this. One look. Yeah. Keeping that. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm trying here. This is the Classic Horror. I'm gonna get rid of the sleeve. I don't know why I keep holding on to packaging. It's getting annoying because I don't usually do that. I usually recycle my packaging. This is the Classic Horror by LA Splash. I used this a couple of times. I've even got a tutorial up on my channel using this palette. And I like this palette. This palette isn't going anywhere. This is very cute, very nice. I love the pops of color. They're pretty pigmented. No issues with this when using it. It's a win-win. Keeping that one. Now we have the Modern Renaissance palette, and let's see here. This is nostalgic. what can I say? I use the crap out of this guy. I know you can't tell because nothing's hitting pan, but when I tell you I was using this guy for a hot minute, I was using this guy for a hot minute. So I'm going to hang on to it a little bit longer, see if I get any more use out of it. If not, it will be on the chopping block the next go around. Now this is an old freaking palette, Makeup Forever. This is my Makeup Forever palette. I keep it for these colors right here. They're just absolutely beautiful. But it's time to let this palette go. As much as I don't want to because I love the sparkly packaging, it's time to let this palette go. You gotta go, palette. You gotta go. So goodbye to Makeup Forever. Who knows what's going on with Makeup Forever? Like, I haven't really heard anything about palettes with them. Like, I don't know. They haven't been the rave recently. So if you guys heard of good Makeup Forever eyeshadow palettes that have came out, let me know in the comment section down below. Because at one point they were popping. But I haven't really heard anything from them. So this is on. This is gone. This is gonna get decluttered. Next we have my Too Faced. I'm not getting rid of my Too Faced palettes. I don't care. Okay, I don't care if I use them. I don't care if I don't. I love their freaking packaging and I just don't care. All right, you got it? Okay, well, let's move forward. I think this is the Clover palette. This was like for like to help animals in the shelter or whatever. I have a dog and I was like, you know what, I got you. I want to be a part of that. Cutest freaking packaging ever. Like, even if I never use this palette, which I think I used this one time, even if I never use it, like this decor on my vanity will be like just bomb. So, oh, I'm keeping that guy. Yeah. Next is, I got the Chocolate Bonbons palette, Too Faced. My husband bought this for me, so this has a lot of sentimental value. But that's it. If it wasn't for that, I would get rid of this palette because I don't use it. And these shadows are popped. Like, this is old. So this is only for sentimental purposes. I keep this. And look at that packaging. It's so cute. Then we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Girl, you don't know what I went through to buy this palette. When this palette came out, it was all the rave, sis. It was almost impossible to get your hands on this. I had to have my friend order it with hers because I could not get my hands on this. Yeah, and it smells like peaches. Let me see. Yep, still smells like peaches. Yeah, this isn't going nowhere. Yeah. I worked so hard to get this palette. There's no way I'm getting rid of this. Next, we have the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Peanut Butter Jelly time. And this is such a cute, you know, little palette. Again, packaging purposes. I can really decorate my vanity with this. So, yeah. That's really why I'm keeping it, for decoration. This is a fairly new palette. This is by Nike K Makeup, NK Makeup, whatever you want to call it. They have all these shimmers on the bottom. Ooh, wait a second. I have not swatched this palette yet, guys. This is my first time swatching this palette. Oh my God, is this a joke? Is this for real? What? They feel like almost wet to the touch. Oh my God, these are beautiful. These are freaking beautiful. Okay, yes, I have to try this palette. I think I'm gonna do a review on this palette. This palette seems really, really good. Yeah, so keeping that bad boy. That bad boy is staying with me. Next, we have the Chocolate Gold palette. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Yeah, I'm keeping this palette, guys. This palette ain't going nowhere. You got your green, your gold. This gold, I have never found a gold like this. It's just, like, look at that. Like, this gold is just so serious. It did not come to play, honey. It's giving me Pat McGrath vibes. Yeah, this is a keep for that gold alone. Next, we have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. I remember when this was all the rave, sis. And yeah, I mean, I used it here and there. Do I still really use it? No. Am I getting rid of it? No. Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. This one is like really like just done. Like there's no way, like this has hit hard pan. Yeah, but I'm keeping it because I can, because I paid money for it and I want to keep it. And I'm not getting rid of any of my Too Faced palettes because I use them to display on my vanity. And yeah, I really use them for decoration purposes, guys. So not getting rid of these. Next, we have the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette. Now, I'm not getting rid of any of my Kat Von D palettes. As you guys know, she is not designing makeup anymore, and I am not going to get rid of my Kat Von D makeup. I am a big fan of her artwork and just absolutely love it. So yeah, on that note, let me spin this puppy around. Here it has her autograph. And then these are the colors. This palette is so fire. Like, it's not even funny. This is like my favorite shade right here. Now, this palette is fairly old, so the shadows might not work the same. But this is more of like a collector's item for me. Yeah, see, the shadows aren't performing as good, I don't think, anyways. Yeah. They're cute, but not as good as they were like initially in the beginning. So this is just for collector purposes. I am a palette collector, guys. I do collect makeup. So yeah, I collect makeup. I will be doing a small declutter. Please keep that in mind, guys. I don't want nobody getting mad. Girl, you didn't throw away enough makeup. Girl, I spent so much money on this makeup to just be throwing things out like it ain't nobody's business, okay? Okay. So now I'm going to keep this in the box because, again, this is a collector's item for me. It's the collector's for me. So I am keeping that one. Next, this is an oldie but a goodie, guys. This is the Urban Decay Electric Palette. Oh my God, you hear that squeak? That's how old it is. She's squeaking. Now, guys, I love the nostalgia of this palette. You do have some pressed pigments in here. Does this palette still perform? Meh. Because they are pressed pigments, they probably do last longer and the shelf life is longer. Yes, see, this works really good. So I'm not getting rid of this. I love bright colors, guys. For those of you who follow my channel, you know I love bright colors. I hate when my eyeshadow palettes are so dirty, but it's like inevitable, girl. I'm telling you. Whatever. Okay. Keeping. Then we have the Hip Dot. This was sent to me in PR. This is the SpongeBob Bikini Bottom eyeshadow palette, and I absolutely love this palette. However, I only used this palette once for a review. Look at how cute this is. Like, this is so cute. You see that? Look, this is so cute. So this is how it's meant to go up. So you have the mirror there, which is up. It's up, then it's up, then it's... Don't get me started with that song, sis. I cannot. So this palette is a hot mess. I used it once and I just never reached for it again. And I think it's because my collection is just so big, guys, that I just have too many eyeshadow palettes. And my problem is once I get comfortable with one eyeshadow palette, I just tend to overuse that one eyeshadow palette. And I know it's stupid because I have such a large collection, so I should be rotating my palettes, which I'm going to start doing. But you guys also have to keep in mind that I do not wear makeup on the regular. 90% of the time, I do not have makeup on. I am barefaced. I just love the art of makeup, and I love to do makeup looks, you know, but I'm not your everyday makeup girl. And a lot of people forget that. I am more of a makeup collector. So yeah. But this palette's gorgeous. I have to say, these shimmers are just fine wine. Let me tell you, absolutely love them. I love the whole concept of the mirror. The packaging feels really nice and well made. And I just absolutely love this Hip Dot palette. This baby ain't going nowhere. I need to rotate this one out, and definitely keeping for collector purposes for the whole SpongeBob and Patrick theme. Here we go, the Too Faced Life's a Festival Peace, Love, and Unicorns. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am obsessed with unicorns. I believe they are real, Miss Thing, and nobody could tell me different. Okay, so let's open this puppy up. These are definitely, this is an old palette. I don't even know. Oh, that's nice. Okay, but I barely use this palette. Ooh, y'all see that color? Ooh, wait, what? How did I miss this? You see, this is what happens when you have a big collection. You lose sight of good eyeshadows. Okay, well, I'm keeping this one. We all know for nostalgic reasons, the unicorn, I'm keeping this regardless, Miss Thing. Even if I have to cut this off, I will cut this off and keep this as a mirror on my vanity. This ain't going nowhere. Here we go. I can tell you right now, I'm keeping this. I do not have a lot of pastel palettes in my collection. As you guys know, pastel palettes are not something that comes out frequently, and they're not executed that good when they do come out. Some of them, not all of them. This is the Sigma Cream de Couture, and this is a pastel palette. And when I tell you it is cute, it is cute. I think I used it one time, and I can't remember the quality. Was the quality all there? Was it chalky? I don't know. That seems pretty nice. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I would have to use it again and get back to you on it. So I think I did a tutorial on this. I can't remember. Girl, I use so many palettes. Who knows? I'm keeping this. Next is the, oh, I hate this packaging. It always gets all smudgy and ugh, whatever. This is the Oil Slick packaging by Fenty Beauty, and these are all shimmers. Now, let's talk. These are all shimmers. But if you ask me, guys, these are more like topper shades in my, like, it's the topper shade for me, honey. I think these are more like a topper shade. So I'm definitely keeping this. And besides, that's like my only Fenty Beauty palette. Ace Beauty, I like them. I want to buy more of their palettes. I think they're a little pricey for the packaging that they produce. I just don't feel like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't see myself spending that amount of money for Ace Beauty. I know. It's the packaging for me. But these colors look cool. I think I got this in like an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm. I don't remember. I swatched it. Don't think I used it. Definitely want to use it. So I will be keeping this one because those colors are like right up my alley. Next, we have the Carity Smoky. I have never touched this palette. Are you kidding me? Oh, that color looks amazing. You see that glitter? Oh, it's the glitter for me. It's the glitter for me. And these are all like smoky colors. Definitely keeping this palette. It looks gorgeous. I need to use it. I need to use it, guys. I need to use it. Keeping. Okay, guys, this is the Violet Voss Vibes palette, Neon Pressed Pigments. This is brand new. I swatched it when I bought it. Haven't even made a look with this. I have to do a look with this because these colors are just right up my alley. I love bright colors like this. I really gravitate towards colorful palettes. Don't know why. I just do. I love them. I love them. And these are neon pressed pigments. So if you don't like pressed pigments, you won't like this palette. Some people don't like working with pressed pigments. Anyway, it's a keep for me. Some people don't like working with pressed pigments because they don't know how to work with them, or they find them too difficult to work with loose pigments and pressed pigments and blah, 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 whatever. This is the Sassy Siennas by Dose of Colors. I have not touched this palette yet, but I am keeping it because these colors are right up my alley. These are the colors I gravitate towards. And this palette I'd like to keep for like on the go. Just doing like a basic look, a neutral look. So yeah, I'd like to keep this because this is so small. Like you could just put this in your purse, you feel me? So this, here we have the Naughty and Nice palette by Kylie Jenner. I remember when these came out, girl, they were all the rave and everything is everything. For some reason, I keep missing Kylie's launches. She keeps launching stuff and I just keep missing it. And if I do see it, I'm like, I don't know. Now I wish I would have got the Grinch palette and I didn't get it. And now I'm mad because I should have got it because I wanted to get it and I didn't get it. But whatever, moving along. Here's the Nice palette. This is gorgeous. Keeping that one. Here's the Naughty. So pretty. Definitely keeping. Oh God, I gotta use these palettes, guys. Here's the Smoke Sessions palette by Melt Cosmetics. Keeping. I am so mad I didn't get the Beetlejuice palette. Right now, it's like for $150 to $200 to buy it. And it's limited edition, so I don't think Melt is gonna relaunch it. I like this palette. The only problem I have is these shades are incredibly soft, and I had put my finger in here. I had to repress this with my finger because I had put my finger in here, girl, and it just like trashed the freaking. Oh, look at that! Look at what just happened. It just shattered the eyeshadow. Like the eyeshadow was just in a million pieces. But these are actually really gorgeous. Really nice eyeshadows. You just have to be really careful when working with that formula, because that formula is very easily oh God, I have a little cold, guys. That formula is really easily breakable, like crushable, whatever. Here is the Kaleidos eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I still have it in the box. But we're going to recycle that packaging like I do all my eyeshadow packaging. Now, guys, I wanted the whole collection of Kaleidos. Now, they have sold out of some of their Futurism palettes, and I don't think they're coming back because I haven't seen them come back for a while. And it kind of makes me sad because I didn't get to get all of them, but it is what it is. This one I know was a limited edition one. This was the VR Neons. And this is when I had first, this is what made me gravitate towards Kaleidoscope, was these neon shades. I still haven't used this palette. I'd like to get some use out of it, so I am keeping it. As I said, I gravitate more towards bright shades. But yeah, I'd like to collect all of them. Unfortunately, they're not all available anymore. So the ones that are available, I'm like, I kind of like them, but the ones that I really wanted are not available. So there's that. Next, we have the Radioactive by Melt Cosmetics. Of course, you guys know, colorful. I saw it, had to get it. And you know, it could be so close to the other one. Like, for instance, here's the Vibes, the Violet Voss Vibes. This is very close. These colors are very close and similar, if not almost the same palette. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just be feeling like different formulas are different, and I be wanting to try different formulas when it comes to colorful palettes. So I'm keeping this. I can't wait to do a look with it. Hopefully I get around to doing it. Here is the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. Now, y'all know I'm not getting rid of any of my Kat Von D palettes. As I said, she is no longer doing makeup, and her artwork was just gorgeous, absolutely divine, and I just am a big fan of her artwork. So I will not be getting rid of any of the Kat Von D palettes. I don't think this palette is good to use anymore. However, I will be keeping it for collector purpose. Yes. Here we have the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I believe this was like his first palette. We have some breaking of the eyeshadow over there. No, this was his second palette. Yeah, the Beauty Killer. This is the Beauty Killer by Jeffree Star. This was the first one. This was the second one. I am keeping both. I love these eyeshadows. They're very pigmented, very easy to work with. I love them. I love them. Paid money for them. I ain't letting them go. This was Kat Von D's Metal. Then we turn it upside down matte. She did a play on words here. For those of you who don't know, Kat Von D is a tattoo artist, or was, or whatever. and her art is just so beautiful, and I absolutely love it. And I'm not getting rid of any of her palettes. Here we have all shimmers and foiled shades on top, and then we have all mattes on the bottom. This was like the bomb diggity when it first came out. Everybody was like hopping on this train and really loving this palette, and yeah, it just has a lot of memories, you know. This is the Sugar Pill palette that I made myself. I hate Sugar Pill's packaging. Oh my God, are you with me on this, or are you with me on this? This thing does not clean. I've tried everything, wipes, everything. Look at how filthy. Look at how that looks. And there's nothing I could do about it. Like, I would just have to depot them and put them in a Z palette. But I don't want to, because I like my Sugar Pill palette. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do, huh? Sugar Pill? What do I do? But I am keeping these. Yeah, and I have so many colorful palettes. I think it's time to say goodbye to this guy. Oh, this hurts my heart so much because this palette was so expensive. Sugar Pill eyeshadows are so expensive, guys. It hurts my heart, but I'm gonna let it go. I just have so many colorful eyeshadow palettes. You know what I mean? And this one is just, I have used and abused this. I will, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm in, yeah. It's time to go. Bye. Here on the side, here we go. We have the Too Faced, I don't know what palette is this. Too Faced Then and Now palette. Now this packaging was so cute. I couldn't pass this up. And again, we have shimmers, and then we have some mattes, some shimmers down here. This palette is just aesthetically beautiful. Like, it's just pretty to look at. I love the whole concept, the you know, the then and the now. It's like the originals reinvented, and it's just cool. It's just a really cool palette to have, so I'm keeping it. Then I don't have a lot of Kylie palettes. This is the Kylie Burgundy palette. I believe this is one of her first palettes that she had launched, and it just brings back so many memories, you know. And I think I'm keeping this more for like sentimental reasons. Yeah, just reminds me of the old days when I first started collecting makeup. Next, we have another Ace Beauté palette, and I believe I got this in my BoxyCharm as well. This is a gorgeous palette. These colors are right up my alley, guys, so I will be keeping this. I have not used this yet. I will start to rotate my palettes. If you guys want to see a video on me rotating my palettes, let me know. Keeping that one. This is the Estee Edit. Now, I had the other one. There was two of them, and I kept this one because there were two of them, and they used to magnetize to each other. I think I got rid of the other one because I don't see it. I think I got rid of the other one, and I kept this one in my last declutter. And I'm going to keep it again because I love these two shades right here. Oh my God, they're just, and this still feels creamy. It doesn't feel expired. Look at how pretty. Oh, they have such a beautiful shift to them. I love it. 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 Okay. Keeping those. Let's see, Edit. Now, a lot of people did not like this palette. This is the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes. Guys, I absolutely love this palette. I love the packaging of how the water just kind of moves around like the ocean. And I love the shades in here. The glitters are absolutely beautiful. I used this maybe once or twice when I went on vacation, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I love this palette. And it still looks brand new because I'm telling you, I only used it twice. That was it. And I love these glitters. Look, check this out. You have to touch it very slowly, very delicately. And then when you put it on, you have to like pat it on. Not like go like that. You see the difference when you go like that, and then when you pat it on, how much more opaque it is? So it's all about application and how you apply it. But I absolutely love this palette. This palette ain't going nowhere, sis. Nowhere. Next. Okay, these are all little palettes. I believe I showed these in a more recent video, so I'm just gonna kind of browse through these. This is a ColourPop palette from Seoul. I believe I had the Mar. I think I gave the Mar away to a friend. I don't remember. But if we don't see it here, then I know I gave it away. This is the Soul. And I just love orangey. I don't know, like last year I was gravitating to all like orangey, burnt colors, browns, and kind of like these neutral peachy tones. That was like my jam last year. So yeah, keeping that. This is the Rainbow Pressed Pigment Palette. What you say? And these are all rainbow shades. Keeping this. I did a Toy Story look with this. You guys can check it out on my channel. I'll see if I'll put it in the cards. This is pretty awesome. Keeping that. Then I have the Magical Dust palette. And I believe this was a gift from my friend Yvette. Yes, I think Yvette gave me this. This is absolutely stunning. This color here and this color here on the lid is just so beautiful. I really like it, guys. You see it? How pretty it is? The metallic is just so nice. So nice and pretty. I like this palette. I used it maybe once or twice. The shimmers, I have used a lot. These two shimmers, I have used a lot. Yes. Oh my God. This one, Enchanted, I've never used this one. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty shade. So even if this is old or not, guys, nostalgia, it was a gift. I will always keep it for memories. Next, we have the Morphe Picasso palettes. This is an oldie but a goodie. And I'm kind of thinking right now because I have something close to this. We have the Vibes, right? I'm trying to see if there's, I mean, we have white there. I don't have white in here. Then we have this one as well, which is the Melt Cosmetics. Let's see. I'm sure I have a white in another palette. Then we have this rainbow one. I think I can let go of the Picasso palette. I don't think I reached for this palette. And it is, I've had it for a while. And I just don't use it anymore. I just really don't use it anymore. So I'm going to say goodbye to the Morphe Picasso palette. Next, we're going to have the Yummy palette. This is fairly new to my collection. I got this from Juvia's Place. I have not got to do a look with this palette as of yet. But girl, look at this. These shimmers though. Do you see that? I'm sorry guys, my hand. I got to clean my hand. Look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. That is so freaking pretty, guys. So definitely keeping this because I want to do a look with this palette. I don't know if this palette is still available. The last time I went on the Juvia's website, I did not see it. So that's why I kind of have refrained from doing a review on my channel because this palette went fast, girl. Sold out. Next, we have the Taupes by Juvia's Place. And this one is just really, really pretty, guys. Like, I think this is like a nice everyday palette on the lid. Some shimmer on the lid. Put that brown in the crease. And look, it's just, it's giving me like royalty vibes. You see that? So nice. So nice and muted and just very, very beautiful. So keeping this, I have to start rotating my palettes, guys. Comment down below, rotate your palettes, Mita. Here is the Mauves by Juvia's Place. And I have not touched this. As I said, I got this in a set of 3 with the Taupe and the Sweet Pinks. They had a sale going on and I bought all 3 palettes together. This is gorgeous. Can't wait to test this one out. Keeping it. Here's the 3rd one that came in that trio. Oh, guys, this takes my heart right here. This takes my heart. How gorgeous is this? Oh, I'm in love, in love, in love, in love, in love, in love. And I cannot wait to try this. Next, we have the She palette by ColourPop. And I have not seen this. What did I say? The She palette? Oh, yeah. The Femrosa She palette. And I have not seen this palette in decades. It has been in the bottom of the depths of the trenches. And I forgot I even had this freaking palette. I could have... Girl. This is such a nice palette. Definitely keeping. Next, we have the Nubian by Juvia's Place, guys. And this baby ain't going nowhere. This is my ride or die right here. Dying true. And whenever I'm confused and don't know what look I want to do, and I want to do very basic, mija, I go with this palette all the way. It's just, oh, look at that. Oh, what? Guys, I have to tell you, Juvia's Place has some of the best formulated eyeshadows. I don't know how many times I got to say it, girl. But their eyeshadows are just, the formulation is just outstanding, outstanding. Just gorgeous. Next, we have, I believe this is from ColourPop. Yes, this is the Salvaje palette. This was a gift from my good friend, Yvette. Yvette gave me this palette. I think it was for Christmas or my birthday. She gave me the whole PR kit. And I think we have a collab video on that. You guys can check that out if you want to. And I am not giving up this palette, guys. This palette is bomb, especially in the fall. Oh, I love to use this palette. So cute. I need to use it more. Next, we have the Paulina palette. This is also a gift from my good girl Yvette. That is my home skillet. And this, I believe, is by Blush Tribe. And I have never touched this palette. I've never gotten to use it. I forgot that I even had it, guys. So I definitely want to play around with this. I won't be posting it because I don't know if it's still available. And that's just cruel, you know? Oh, guys, hey, look at my palette. Look at how nice. And then you can't freaking get it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not, no. No, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. But I definitely want to try it on my free time. Next, we have the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. And this is what it looks like. This is also a really nice, I would call this a neutral palette. That's just me because I like brights. And to me, this is very neutral, but very pretty. And I'm keeping it. Yep. This is the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. This is a oldie, but a goodie. I am not getting rid of this. If you know, you know. That's on period. Next, we have the Urban Decay Vice palette limited edition. Miss Thing. This is a collector's item. This is not to use on my eyes or my face. This is incredibly old, and this is for collector purposes only. When I first started buying makeup, it was to collect it. As you can see, look, this just flies up. Has the brush, has all the shades, still has the plastic on the mirror. So yeah, this is a collector's piece, and I'm not getting rid of it. And it's still in its box because it is a collector's piece. So I will be keeping that. Then we have here the Beauty with an Edge. I believe this is the Vice 4 by Urban Decay. Whatever happened to their Vice palettes? They were such a great thing, you know. It came with this purse. This is the kind of oil slick, beautiful design. This is also a collector's item. I used the shadows when I did. I don't think they would be good to use on my eyes now. But yeah, I just keep it for collector purposes. I have a drawer that's just collector eyeshadow palettes that I don't use. And I only keep for collector purposes. This I got on Amazon. And if you go to, I will link my Amazon store down below. This is in my Amazon store. I think I paid $20 for it. And it's just so pretty. You have your warm tones here. Then here you have for the face, for deep skin tone, light skin tone, you have some pressed glitters, some bright shadows, and then here you have an array of colors. I have not got to use this palette yet. I want to do a full in-depth review on my channel because, girl, if these shadows are good, this thing, then hallelujah, because this palette is very cheap. Now here we have all three Norvina palettes. So let's go through them one by one. This is the ABH Pro Pigment Volume 2. So let's do them in order. This is the Volume 1. I am not getting rid of any of these. I love pressed pigments, as I stated before, as well as I love loose pigments. And these are fairly new to my collection. So not getting rid of these. These are beautiful, guys. Beautiful. If you don't have these and you like to use pressed pigments and loose pigments, girl, you need to pick these up if they're still available, if you can still get your hands on them. This one I have not touched at all. I have to rotate my palettes, guys. What am I going to take from this video? Rotation, rotation, rotation. Here's the volume 3. And as I said, I was like into that, you know, kind of orangey tones. There are a lot of greens in here as well, guys. I gotta play with this palette. Oh my God, it looks so sexy. Oh, yes, keeping. Let's get some more palettes over here. Next, we have the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. I always find myself coming back to this palette, guys, and I don't know why. Whenever I'm looking for a neutral look, I always gravitate back to this palette. So I am not ready to part with this palette. It's just your quick, everyday go-to palette, and I'm not ready to part with it. Next, we have the ColourPop California Love. I have not touched this palette. This color right here looks divine. Oh my God, and it feels like butter. It feels like butter. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Girl, keeping. I have to try out that palette. I think I was in Ulta and like I bought it really quick, you know, and I just haven't used it since. This is the Misunderstood palette. I did a whole Maleficent inspired eyeshadow look using this palette, girl, and I loved it, and I am not getting rid of this palette. This is definitely a collector's piece for me. Just the whole villains Disney theme I love. I'm a huge fan of Disney. So yeah, keeping. Next, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. Girl, this palette is bomb.com. Not getting rid of it. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. Next, we have the Makeup Forever Starlit palette. Oh my God, I have another Makeup Forever palette. I thought the other one was the last one. And these are just topper shades. So I am keeping this. Let me just show you guys. These are like topper shades to put on top of the eyeshadow. They're so pretty. So beautiful. Keeping this. This definitely comes in handy. Like when you put a shimmer on your eyelid and you just want that extra pop, you definitely put one of these on top. I thought I was going to declutter that one, but I didn't. This is my backup Moon Dust palette. I decluttered the other one. Remember, I told you guys I had a brand new one. Here is the brand new one. So I will be keeping this one. I just love me my shimmer and glittery eyeshadow palettes. We'll be recycling the packaging as always, as I always do. I have one Pat McGrath palette. Now here's the story behind that, guys. I wanted to test out Pat McGrath because the palette is extremely expensive and everybody was getting it, and so I wanted to, you know, experience it for myself and see, you know, like what she was giving. Here's the Pat McGrath palette. Now, does it feel incredibly luxurious? Yes. However, this is just an eyeshadow palette. So although it feels luxurious and it feels beautiful and it has this beautiful beveled mirror, these are just eyeshadows that eventually will, let's see the shelf life, 18 months, they will go bad. You feel what I'm saying? They will go bad. I have barely touched this eyeshadow palette. These two shades, no lie, is what made me buy this palette. Right there. Those two right there. And this one. Oh, this one's so creamy. And that one. Her formula has to be outstanding. Pat McGrath eyeshadow formula is just completely, ridiculously outstanding. And it's gorgeous. And I mean, if you have the money to splurge on these palettes, by all means, go right ahead. It's definitely not getting rid of this. This is way too expensive to even consider ever getting rid of it. This is, what is this? This is the Kat Von D. Kat Von D, what is it called? Okay, it doesn't say. That's great. Oh, the Metamorphosis. This is the Kat Von D Metamorphosis. And when I first got this palette, I was crazy about it. As you can see, guys, I use this to fill. Did I hit pan? No. Kat Von D shadows come with a lot of freaking product. And like, just her eyeshadows are so pigmented. It's like you just need one swatch, Miss Thing. Just one little dip with your brush, and that's it. You got crazy pigmentation. So I enjoyed this palette. This was a great palette. but this is one that I'm going to say bye to because I don't use it and I don't see myself using it in the future. You see, guys, this would be a prime example. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. So this palette I will be recycling. I will be cutting the top off, and I will use this as my Kat Von D handheld mirror. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Why would I get rid of this whole palette and throw it in the garbage? Does that make sense? No. And then, yeah, so that's what's going to happen with that. So this is going to be a declutter. Declutter. And just to update you guys, I did try to remove this one, but in the process of trying to remove it, it didn't work. It didn't work, and I almost broke the outside of the packaging. So it cracked a little here when I was trying to pop it out, and it cracked a little here. So I will be passing this one along. I wanted to keep it as like a little keepsake, but you see what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be awesome if we could just, look at how cute this packaging is. Like, wouldn't it be bomb if we could just pull the eyeshadows out and keep it for like a nice little trinket box? You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want to do that? Who? Just let me know in the comment section down below. So that is completely decluttered. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is old as hell. Shadow Couture World, whatever. And I simply keep this palette for this shade right here. Pink Champagne is just so pretty. But the formulation has gone to shit, if you can see there. So this palette, I will be taking the brush, keeping the brush, and decluttering this palette. However, I could cut this and I could save this as an Anastasia handheld mirror. But I don't feel like the art on this is that bomb where I would want to save this as a mirror. And the mirror is so small in front. You see what I'm saying? So I will pass this one along. It's just, yeah, I'll just get rid of it. This is the Carity Frost palette. And I have not touched this at all. So I am keeping it because I have to touch it. Let's rotate our palettes, guys. If you too are a palette collector and you like collecting eyeshadows, let's focus on rotating our palettes. Seriously, you know, 2021, that's going to be my goal, rotating my palettes. Never did a look with this, never touched it. This is the Galaxy Chic palette. These are baked eyeshadow palettes. They're so pretty, so gorgeous. Absolutely love the thought process behind it. Never used it. Never freaking used it. I'm going to declutter this palette because I know I haven't used it, not gonna use it, ain't gonna use it. Oldie, but a goodie. I love to see you come, but I hate to see you go. Okay, goodbye. Next, we have the BH Cosmetics Supernova. I don't know if you guys seen the new BH Cosmetics, like the monochromatic palettes that they came out with. Girl, and they sold out of like 2 or 3 of them. I'm waiting for them to restock because I want to buy all of them. This is the BH Supernova. Same thing. Don't use it. Just don't use it. Don't use it. Beautiful colors. Beautiful. Baked shadows, I just feel like are just, they're out. They're out. They were a thing for a while. Everyone wanted a baked shadow, and now it's just like bland, bland, bland. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Not feeling the whole baked thing anymore. So I will be decluttering this eyeshadow palette. Next pile. Yes, guys, we're putting a dent in this finally. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Next stack right here. Here we have Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen. This is a nostalgia. This is a collector's piece. Graveyard Girl, I have not seen her do anything. I have not even heard of Graveyard Girl as far as GERD. What? What'd you say? What'd you say? I've not even heard of Graveyard Girl in the makeup community anymore. So this is definitely a collector's piece. And the mirror fell out, so I have to glue the mirror back in. But it'll go in just fine. And I will keep this palette for that reason and that reason alone. And that is collectors. I gotta clean it up though. This is looking kind of crazy. This is looking crazy. Yes. This is the Natasha Denona Metropolitan Metropolis palettes. And this was a present from my husband. I am never getting rid of this. This is very sentimental to my heart, and it's absolutely divine. Look at these eyeshadows. I think I've done about 3 looks with this palette, and I have to do more. I have to do more. I have to start taking palettes and like using them for a whole week. But the thing is, guys, that I don't do my makeup every day, so that's not gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? What could work for me is if I get like some type of palette holder and put it on my vanity, and only put palettes on my vanity that I need to use. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll get into that. But this is absolutely gorgeous. These shades are just breathtaking, guys. Breathtaking. This was a very pricey palette. I'm very lucky to have gotten it, and it is just so beautiful. You see those colors? So gorgeous. So I'm going to definitely be keeping this one. Let's go ahead and put that aside. I don't usually get a lot of Natasha Denona palettes because they are fairly expensive. And, you know, I mean, if you have it to spend it, girl. But, you know, I don't always have $120 to spend on a palette. This is the Juvia's Place Wahala 2 palette. Guys, honestly, did I like this palette? Did I love it? No. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. Compared to Juvia's other formulas and their normal formulas and their normal pigments, I did not find this in the same range as that. I found this more lackluster. I didn't find it as smooth and as pigmented as the regular Juvia's Place palettes. With that being said, for the amount of money, you are getting a lot of eyeshadows, and some of these shadows are fairly beautiful. So, you know, what am I going to say? This is new. I just bought it, so I'm keeping it. This is the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics. Now, I am keeping this one. I got rid of the other 2, but this one I am keeping because I have not used it, and just, sis, I have to try these. I have to try these. Before I give away this palette, I need to see what she's giving. I never got to test this palette out. So I will be testing that one. Next, we have the ColourPop. I believe this is like the Rainbows palette. Now, you know I had to get this, sis. You know how I feel about rainbows. And just, you know, it's my life. It's my life now. It's my life. These are gorgeous. Have not got to test them yet, but I will soon. I promise. Keeping. Next is the Nubian 2 palettes by Juvia's Place. And as I said, I love these big pan eyeshadows from Juvia's. Are absolutely divine. The pigmentation, look, I can feel it right now, like to the touch of the finger. It's incredibly creamy, incredibly rich. You see that? Okay, next we have the Tati Beauty. And I don't know why I have this sleeve again. Recycle. Tati Beauty. This palette gets a 10 out of a 10 from me, guys. If you did not get this palette, you need to get it if it's still available. This palette was bomb.com. This palette ain't going nowhere. This is your New Year's. You got your Christmas. You got your freaking Thanksgiving looks here. Miss Thing, you got your wedding look there. Like, this palette is just so universal, and it's just so beautiful. I can't even describe to you guys. I can't. I really can't. You have your glitter, metallic, sequin, and matte shades. Like, what? What? Tati slayed this palette. Next, we have the Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge. Never used this shit. Never used it. Never used it. Never used it. Never used it. I'm so mad. So mad. Let's see how these perform. And they still perform really good. Look at that. 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 Ever used this palette? No. No. Why not? Don't know. Don't know. So I don't rotate my palettes, maybe? Could that be why? Oh, keeping. Next, we have the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette. This is the volume 1, not the Morphe. Not the first one, Jacqueline's Picks, but this is the actual Jaclyn palettes. This is a nice palette. I wish I got more use out of it. I wish I used it more, but I don't. Looking at the colors now, I'm like, sis, I could have been using this palette like this whole time. And I haven't. And I'm mad now. But what you gonna do? Gotta rotate your palettes. Keeping this palette. I love it. These are big as heck. These Those are my monster palettes. Here is this one, the ice cream palettes. So pretty. Have I ever used this? Go ahead, ask me. Ask me if I use this palette. No. Look at those colors, sis. What? Like, what? Oh, I'm so mad. This will be the next palette I use. For sure. I think. Next, we have the cake palette. I did a review on this palette. Never touched it again. Never touched it again. Why? Who knows? Who knows? You know why? Because I don't. I don't. This eyeshadow has hit hard. Hard pan, I think. Yeah, I wonder why. Hold on. I'm going to try to rub the hard pan out. Nope, it hit hard. Let's see if it works. Kinda, sorta. Know about that. Then we got some leaking oil in here from this guava shade. This thing, we got some leaking in the cinnamon from that shade. Ooh, you see that? I don't know about that, Miss Thing. Don't know about that. That looks like it's going bad. Next, we have the paint palette. And I know they came out with a new one, but I haven't even touched this one. So what I look like buying the new one if I don't even know what this one's about? Like, is this a joke or what? Gorgeous palette. Freaking gorgeous. I don't know how it works. I don't know the formulation. I know they look beautiful. I know that. Oh, this color looks gorgeous though. Oh, you see that? What? 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 I'm gonna name that shade Hilda. Bernilda. I can't. Definitely keeping this. We shall see moving forward, misting. We shall see. Okay, moving. Oh no, I'm gonna take a break. Whew. Okay guys, let's move into the next batch of palettes. This is like the other palette I showed you guys by Nike K. This is $5.99. I'm happy this one has the price so I can show you guys. And I went to the beauty supply store yesterday and picked this one up just because during this video I saw how pigmented the other one was and how good quality it was. So I saw this one called Spiced Up. And I definitely want to try this out. Let me do a few swatches for you guys. Oh, that's just so pretty. You see the iridescence? Imagine a primer underneath that. How pretty that's going to be. Let's see this glitter here that kind of reminds me of a unicorn. This thing. Oh, honey, you better work. Oh, feels like butter. Feels like butter, Miss Thing. Okay. Let's see what else. All right, let's try one of the mattes to see. Oh, wow, that's nice. That is nice, 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 nice. Okay, guys, comment down below and let me know. You know what? No. I'm definitely going to review this on my channel. I think this week I'm going to review this one and the other palette. These are really nice palettes, and I think they're underrated. So, yeah, definitely keeping this one. Next, I decided to do my single shadows in this video because I don't have many. These are all my single shadows. I will be getting rid of all of these. These are fairly, you know, I just don't use them. I don't use them. And I just, you know, these are pigments and I have so many pigments now. My collection has grown so much since I've bought these. Since I bought these that I don't need them no more, guys. That's it. So, bye, single shadow. Bye-bye. I'm trying to think, though, if I should give them to someone. I really don't know who would want single shadows. So, and they're used, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of them. Yeah. In the garbage. sad to see them go. And I will keep this D palette for anything else that I decide to depot. Now, guys, here's... Oh! I love this palette. This is the Pastel Goth by Kat Von D. As I said, I am not getting rid of any of my Kat Von D palettes, Miss Thing. Oh, and I can't believe she's not doing makeup no more. Like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad, guys. But this palette is bomb. Her art is bomb. She is so talented. And I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go into... I'm keeping that one, by the way. Let's go into the Bright Lights by Pinky Rose Cosmetics. Here it is. I did a full review on this, and Pinky Rose had reposted me on their Instagram, which was so, like, I was so happy. I was so happy, guys. That was a long time ago, but it was like a wow moment for me. So I want to keep this palette, and I do want to use it again, but also because that's the first time I was reposted on a makeup brand's Instagram, and this is just holds some sentimental value to me. So I will be keeping this puppy. Next, we have the Violet Voss, the Rainbow Palettes. If I'm being real, guys, I never used this palette. I have swatched it a bunch of times, never touched it. Never freaking touched it. I swatched it. I don't think I used this palette. If I do, I don't remember. I don't remember. That's how bad it is. That's the real tea. You want to know the tea? That's the tea. I should be in jail for not using this palette. Like, seriously. I should be in prison. But I will be keeping this palette. It has some really nice shimmers in here. They are really nice and creamy and rich. You see that? So I will be trying to pull this palette out more. We shall see in the near future. But I am keeping her. Then we have the Revolution Tammy X Revolution Tropical Carnival Shadow Palettes. Now, I have never used this palette. It is brand new. I was in Sephora shopping. I had seen it, and I really wanted to try it out and see what she was giving. These feel really hard. The shimmers feel really hard in the pan. However, they are coming out fairly creamy, but you really have to press. They are really hard in the pan, but look at how, look at the color payoff. It's, wow, Miss Thing. Yeah, I will be keeping this palette. I want to try it out. Just because of that pigment right there that I just saw, Miss Thing, I am not getting rid of this palette. Not before I get a chance to use it. So wish me luck. As I said before, I will be rotating my palettes to get more use out of them. I just hope I get more use out of them. You know what I'm saying? I just really hope I get more use out of them. Okay, so let's see what's next. Here we have my Alice in Wonderland. This is a collector's item. I do not use the makeup in here, nor do I plan to. This is very old and expired. I keep it for the detailed art on the front. I'm a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland, and these are the shadows that it came with. It didn't come with the pencils because I had bought this on Poshmark, but I have purchased the primer potion. I'm waiting for that to come in, and I will replace the liners just to keep it as a complete collector's item. Yeah, I love collecting makeup, guys, so I do have some pieces for collector purposes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I might frame them. I had framed them before, and then I took them out, but we'll see. Here's another collector's piece, and this is the Urban Decay New York City. You open it, it lights up. Oh my God, I wish Urban Decay still did stuff like this. Like, I miss this. I miss this so much. And these were awesome collector items, and I just wish they would do this again because this is so amazing. Look at the whole light up. Like, the whole presentation is just awesome. And guys, I'm from New York City. I live in Manhattan, so this is very sentimental to me, and I absolutely love it. And I love that it lights up. How cool is that? And then these are the shadows, and again, I bought this from the same seller, so it did not come with the primer potion, nor did it come with the liner, so I will be replacing those as well, little by little, getting my collection together. This is also for collector purposes. These are great to like display in your beauty room and just to see where makeup came, you know, where it's come from. This is Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass. When this came out, I was like, oh yeah. But then, honestly, guys, I was kind of disappointed. Like, it's a butterfly. Okay, I get it, you know. Then it has some little sayings there in a mirror. I don't know, if you look at this one, right? And you look at the first Alice in Wonderland, it's like, how do you go from this whole awesome presentation to like this? I don't know, but it's definitely a collector's piece. So I of course I got it, you know, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Urban Decay. But this was awesome. I love that they didn't have a primer potion in this, nor did they have liners. They actually had a makeup brush. I love that. I love that so much. And I love these shadows. I have used this palette before. I want to use it again. But again, it is a collector's piece. So I don't mind. If I don't use the shadows, I'm still keeping it for collector purposes. You see me keep wiping. It gets to me when my palettes are dirty. So yeah, guys, I will be keeping this one as a collector's item. The art on the top, though, they did an amazing job. However, I would have liked to see some of the characters in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe some of the sayings were all mad here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This just fell short for me as far as presentation goes right here on the top. It was just like, you know. And if we go to the shadows, it kind of fell short for me in the shadows as well, guys. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if you feel the same. I just feel like Alice in Wonderland. I'm thinking bold. I'm thinking, you know, bright purple for the cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, of course, the greens. Yes. I'm thinking flower colors for the talking flowers and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Like, how come, you know? And then Hatter is a green shade. Like, I just, no. I don't know. I think it's good that he's a green shade, but come on. It was just, I don't know. I would just do so much. But then again, I'm extra. Keeping that one, here is the Too Faced Glitter Palette. Now, guys, I love this palette. It's so cute. The glitter slides up and down here. And this is another prime example of what I was talking about, cute packaging and being able to repurpose it. These shadows are bomb.com. This one is brand new, but I did have another one. And I used a lot of it. And then I gave it away because I had this one as a backup. So I love this eyeshadow palette. It's not going nowhere. I took it with me on vacation and used the hell out of it. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, here's a BoxyCharm palette. And this is Hello Charmers, I guess it's called. And I think I used it once. I did one makeup eyeshadow look with it. And then I never used it again. I have to get more use out of this. I don't know why I have this top box. Putting my shadows in boxes really stops me from using them. There's something about the packaging being closed that I just want to collect it, you know, versus using it. So I try to keep the ones that I want to use outside the box, like this. No slip, no slide. I'm keeping this palette. Let's see. We can swatch this beautiful purple here, because I know people who watch these videos love to see swatches. I know I do anyway, because I watch a lot of collection videos. That's pretty. And we have this kind of mermaid color. Ooh, that's like butter. That's pretty. That's pretty. I think BoxyCharm, seriously, guys, I think it's cool that they, you know, work with other makeup companies and send you stuff, but I think they should do more stuff like this, like creating their own brand. It's about time BoxyCharm just step outside the box and make your own stuff, guys. Like, seriously, make your own makeup brand. You know, at least the palette every month that they send to their subscribers should be BoxyCharm. Like, this was a great executed palette. I love the pigmentation and the formula. It's really nice. Next, we have an oldie but a goodie. This is the Urban Decay After Dark. These are shimmer. And this is one of the eyeshadows. I don't know why I swatched it like that, but I'll get back to you on that. Let's see here. Ooh, just because of that right there is why I'm keeping this palette. That's all it takes for me. Comment down below and let me know if you're the same way. If all it takes is one swatch from one palette for you to say, nope, I'm not decluttering it. Because that's me. If you're here to see a massive declutter, honey, you're at the wrong channel. This is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Thirsty palette. Now this was a fun palette. I had fun with this palette. As you can tell, I've used it a lot. I did like the kind of glitter shimmer formula. It's absolutely stunning. I wish I would use it more, to be honest. Wait, this one, is this hard pan already? Oh no, you just have to put more force to pick up the product. Okay. That gold though, with those silver flecks. Keeping. Not getting rid of this palette. No, sir. Keeping that. Next, we have the Bretman Rock and Wet n Wild collab. And I am not getting rid of this. This is fairly new to my collection, and I have not had a chance to use it. So I will be rotating my palette so that I can use this eyeshadow palette. You know what I'm saying? So I'll swatch this green and this gold here for you. Let's see what they're giving. That's nice. But guys, you know, Wet n Wild is known for having good formulas. Since back in the day, they always had good formulas. So I am not surprised. However, the glitters they be putting out, Miss Thing, oh no. Oh no. Those single glitter pan things, horrible. Next, we have the Take Me Back to Brazil. And this palette, I am keeping only to use these powders as liners. So what I do is I scrape it out, I add a mixing medium like the Inglot Durline, and I create a liner with it. And then I top the liner with some powder to set it. And there you go. I have a palette for liners, just in case I want any bright colors. I have it in this palette, and that's the only reason I keep this palette, because these pans are so small. It's just, it's not feasible for eyeshadow. Not in my opinion anyway. So yeah, keeping that. Let's get some more palettes. Oh my God, guys. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I have been recording for like a week now, this video. Just because I have so many palettes, it has been a real cluster, you know. So here we go. Here's the Alien palette. I'm not getting rid of this. This is a collector's piece in my eyes. And yeah, this is a fairly old palette. I'm sure you guys seen this a million times. I will be keeping the Alien palette. Next, we have the Kat Von D Saint Sinner palette. This was executed beautifully. I absolutely love these eyeshadows. I love the concept. It's just an awesome, awesome collector's piece. And just to display this art is just amazing. Kat Von D is so gifted and so talented with her artwork, and oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so sad to see her leave the beauty community, but you know, a lot of people have left the beauty community. It's become one of the most toxic communities on the internet, and it's just sad, guys. It's sad how everybody is critiqued and criticized, and it just, you know, needs to stop. It's like, you know, and here's my point of view on this, right? It's like, when you use your toothpaste, are you thinking about the owner of that toothpaste and what he does in his day-to-day life? No, Miss Thing, you're going to use whatever toothpaste is good. And it's like the beauty community is just so, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, I used to be so excited about starting my own makeup brand, and now I'm a little scared, to be honest with you, you know, because it's like, dang, what if I slip up? You know, I'm only human. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's like they don't know. I mean, some things are not some things you can't forgive people for, but some things, guys, I can't. This is the Glitter Realm Summerita palette. I was so excited to buy this palette. Still haven't used it. Moment of silence. Still haven't used it. These are some beautiful colors, guys. I mean, gorgeous. Look, and they're like butter. You see that? So pretty. So I will not be getting rid of this palette. I will be rotating my palettes, I guess, guys. I really should just stop buying makeup, honestly, because I have makeup for days, and I wear makeup maybe 5% of the time, guys. 95% of the time I'm outside, I do not wear makeup. You know, it's when I'm feeling creative and I'm, oh my God, my creative juice is turning and I just want to create some art on my face, you know? I don't know. Okay. This is the Box of Crayons eyeshadow palette. I remember when this was all the rave by the crayon case. I know they have now a bigger version of this, and I think I just might want to get my hands on it. Not sure yet though. But yeah, this is everybody knows this palette is bomb.com. Not going nowhere. Keeping that bad boy. Next we have the Jawbreaker by Jeffree Star. Look, guys. Oh my God, I use the hell out of this palette. If you can see all those shimmers, they have dents in them. I use this palette a lot. Like, I love this freaking palette. This palette gives me unicorn vibes, sis. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like these pastels right here, like they're giving me unicorn vibes. And if you know me, you know how much I love unicorns, guys. So definitely keeping the Jawbreaker. If you could get your hands on this palette and you like colorful eyeshadows, I would say go for it. This is the 35B palette, and I think every time I think about getting rid of it, I see the depth of the shades and I decide not to. And the reason being is that when you're blending out eyeshadows, it's good to have shades that are close to the color. It really helps you get that seamless blend into your skin. As you can see, their gradient, the dark blue goes from dark to light, purple dark to light, green dark to light, pink dark to light, orange, but you know, like they all go dark to light. And this is such a essential palette when you're trying to blend out colorful eyeshadows. So I think I will be keeping this. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be keeping it, but I think this is like a staple to blend out my colorful eyeshadows right now. I need to pull it out more. This is the Moira Sweet Paradise palette. I have not used this palette as of yet. I saw it in my local beauty supply store and it was so colorful and pretty, and I was like, okay, I gotta try this palette. But I have not tried it. And then these, I believe, are highlighters or blushes. I don't know, sis. I don't know. I don't know what she's giving, but yeah, let's swatch some. I don't even think I've swatched this palette yet, guys, to be honest with you. Let's check out the matte formula. Okay, here's the matte. Ooh, that's nice. Woo! Girl! She giving me scandalo. Ooh, yes. Miss Ding, what? What? Yes, whoever Moira is, I love you, girl. But yes, girl, I'm living. I am living for it. Okay, so I'm keeping her because I haven't used her yet, so I gotta, you know. Then here is the Bloodlust palette. Now, the reason I have kept this in the box is because this is like a suede material and I am scared to get makeup on it or anything, and this is a collector's item. Well, I bought it for collector's purposes. And now these are the shadows inside, so I will be keeping this in the box just because of that velvet. This palette gives me vampire vibes. Am I crazy about it? No, guys. I mean, these two shades, okay, the red, that one, this palette felt a little short for me. I would think a purple palette. I would like to see some gradient, you know, palette. I thought this was going to be like a monochromatic purple palette, and it's not. Not to me, at least. So, yeah. But it is a collector's item, and I will be keeping this palette. And it cost me a pretty penny too, to just get up and get rid of it. I know, I don't throw my money away. I really don't. So I will be keeping this. Now, back in the days, I used to watch Rich Lux. I haven't watched him in a long time. I try to stray away from drama channels. The one that I do watch a lot now is Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly. I think they're so cute and they are so funny, and I just love to watch them. They're just hilarious. I love how real Nick Snyder is and just how down to earth he is, and it's just so cute to watch them go from having separate channels to being friends to now being a couple. It's just so magical and so beautiful. But yeah, I had seen this Rich Lux's video back in the day, girl, back in the day. And I saw the pigmentation and I was like, I gotta get that freaking palette, girl. So let me swatch a few for you here. Now, I haven't really used this palette. It's been in the trenches, in the depths of the drawer, but look at that. You see the pigmentation? That's what made me buy this palette. It was the pigmentation of the installation of the frustration. I cannot. But yes, guys, yes. Okay, so I will be keeping the Lucid Dreams eyeshadow palette. And this is her Mannerisms palette. If you want to know the name, Miss Thing. And this is the Blue Blood, another collector's item that I will be keeping. I'm sure you all know about this palette by now. This is a very popular palette. Next, we have the Blood Money. This was a fairly recent purchase. I had been looking for a green eyeshadow palette everywhere, and it was just so hard to find. If I did find, some of them were lackluster. This one has gradients. You have your depth. You know what I'm saying? You have your shimmers, you have your neons. I wish there would have been more like green. I have some similar greens, like, I don't know. I felt like this palette fell short for me too. Just a little, not a lot, but a little. Yeah, but definitely keeping that. I don't know, it's like a thing with me lately with green eyeshadows, sis. Like, I've been going crazy over them. I just bought the Child palette that they restocked on ColourPop. The Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. I just purchased that. Hey guys, editing Mita here. So I just wanted to add that I received my ColourPop palettes that I ordered. So I just want to show you guys. Here I have the Child palette. This is the Mandalorian Star Wars palette. It's in the box. Now I will be keeping the box because these definitely are collector pieces, guys. Look at this. Come on. Are you kidding me? What? This is so pretty. Oh God, I'm in love with these shades. And I love ColourPop palettes. I love how the pans pop out of the palette. So let's see here. Oh, it's just so reflective and just so beautiful, guys. Oh, I don't know what it is about greens lately, but I'm obsessed with them. And I just want like a million green palettes. I find with green palettes, you don't usually see the same shades of green in every palette. They're different. There's so many different shades of green. I don't know. Like, for me, it's always a win when I get a green palette. Next, we have the Frozen 2 palettes. Guys, I'm a huge Disney fan, so I am so happy. The artwork is just so cute. Oh my God, I'm like a kid at Christmas right now. And here we go. We have some beautiful, this glitter here is just so beautiful. Oh my God. Yes, give it to me. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait for spring and summer to rock the hell out of that glitter. Ooh, yes, Miss Thing. Then we have this silver right here. Like, what? Excuse me, sir. Ooh, do you see that? I know you see that, sis. Ooh, get reflect, Nana. Oh my God, I am living. But I usually recycle the boxes, but in this case, I want to leave these in their boxes because, oh, it's just, I need to. And this is the Anna. That was the Elsa. This is the Anna palette. And I was contemplating on getting these palettes for a while. If you notice, these are all themed palettes. They are my favorite palettes to purchase, are theme palettes. This is the Anna palette. And this is what this looks like. Very, very beautiful. Let's go into that glitter. Ooh, hot. Oh, that's gorgeous. Are you kidding? Tell me you're kidding. Tell me you're kidding without telling me you're kidding. Then let's see what else we have here. We have this kind of purple. Ooh, that feels like butter. Oh, this formula is everything, guys. Ay, qué lindo. Qué cosa más linda. Oh my God. I just want to scream. Oh my God, guys. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shook to the core, girl. I am shook to the core. Girl, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below. It's glitterific. And I'll know that she was watching this baby all the way through. This is the Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian. I don't watch Sailor Moon, but just the theme palettes gets me every freaking time. I just love theme palettes. I love it, guys. I don't know what it is. I just find them so awesome, and they're so collectible because they're a theme palette. So now, let me see. I want to check this one out. This little chunky miss thing right there. Let's see. Get a little bit more. I think this is a glitter. Yeah, that's a glitter. So you got to add a little more pressure. I don't know if it's picking up. It might pick up better with a brush. It might be one of those. And here's this one I want to try. This like corally glittery shade. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that thing, what? No, Henry. I cannot. So pretty, guys. Oh my God. Comment down below if you have any of these palettes and let me know how you like them. Did they work out for you? Did they not work out for you? Are you a fan of theme palettes like me? Or do you just prefer your neutral, just regular, plain old packaging, smackaging? Whew, sis, yes, I had to come through and show you guys this because while I was editing, they came, this thing in the mail. So these are 4 more palettes added to my collection. Let's continue with the video, mister. Here is the Blood Sugar palette, a oldie but a goodie. I know he's doing a relaunch anniversary of this palette. I will not be getting that palette, guys. I already have it. I just don't see the point in in getting it again. This one works perfectly fine still, and yeah. So I will not be purchasing the new Blood Sugar palette. However, if he ever came out with a monochromatic pink palette, oh, I'm running to the website. Next, we have the Conspiracy palette. This is the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collab. Now, we know all the controversy going around with Shane Dawson. I am not getting rid of this palette. I paid a lot of money for it, and it's okay. It's okay. I honestly bought this palette because of the story behind it and just watching Shane on his journey. And oh my God, it's just crazy how you can see someone rise and fall so quickly. The internet is brutal. And, oh my God, I don't know, guys. I don't know. The internet scares me sometimes. But yeah, I really didn't want to keep it because I no longer support him. But I paid money for this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just throw it out. Like, I'm not going to throw my money in the garbage. But I was going to buy some Shane merch. I remember when I wanted the piggy, the pig backpack. But I will no longer be purchasing that because of recent events. It's just too much for me. I'm a mom, and yeah, it's just too much, guys. It's too much. There's some things where I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then there's some things where I'm like, all right, yeah, that's questionable. But yeah. Next, we have the Mi Vida Loca by Kat Von D. And this is a sleeve I will keep because this is a collector's piece. And I will be keeping it. This art is absolutely stunning. And I just absolutely love her artwork. I'm telling you guys, I'm such a fan of Kat Von D's artwork. It's just insane. This was so beautifully executed. I can't wait to frame this. Eventually, I do want to frame this palette and kind of hang it on my wall. Next, we have the Morphe Artistry palettes. And I remember this came out for Pride. Gorgeous palette. I did a full review on my channel. I remember struggling with this a little bit. But yeah, it's nothing different than my other colorful palettes. I would say I have colorful palettes that are actually better than this. So, keeping, here's the Jaclyn Hill. See, and it's in the box. That's the problem. That's why sometimes I don't be using these palettes, because they be in the box. But it's because Jaclyn Hill always want to be using white and silver. Miss Thing, like, this is eyeshadow. It's going to get ruined. But I like the fact that she has a glossy finish now, so we could clean the palette. You feel what I'm saying? But the inside does not feel glossy, which it should be. Miss Jaclyn the Hill. I love her so much. She is so adorable, and I love her videos. This palette is brand new, guys. I need to rotate and use this palette. It's absolutely stunning, but I don't use it. Keeping, next is the James Charles Morphe collection, and this is the only James Charles palette I think I've ever seen or had, so I will not be getting rid of this. And as you can see, I use the hell out of this palette, and I will continue to use the hell out of this palette. This is a gorgeous palette. Why not? Keep it. This is the Iconic London. I got this in my BoxyCharm, guys, and let me tell you, this has become such a staple palette in my routines. Like, if I do want to wear makeup and put a little eyeshadow, I use this palette. This is like a go-to neutral palette. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. It's not going anywhere. It has become such a staple. This is the Carity Matte Eyeshadow Palette, the pigmented one. I used this on vacation. Loved it. Very pigmented eyeshadows. So you can see. They're very pigmented. But I just have so many colorful eyeshadows. I don't know if I'm ready to part with this. Am I ready to part with her? Let me see. I don't know, man. I think I'm ready to part with it. I think I am ready to part with her. And I think the reason being why I'm ready to part with her is because I just have so many colorful eyeshadow palettes, guys, at this point. And it's like, if I keep this one, why do I have the others? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say goodbye to the Carity Matte Palette. It's time for her to go to a better home. Here's the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette, guys. Now, I kept this for so long. Have I used it? No, I have not used it. It's another neutral palette. I've used it maybe a couple times. We have two neutral palettes here. This has become more of my staple neutral palette, so I will be getting rid of the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics. I will be getting rid of that one. I will be getting rid of that palette. Next, we have the Thrive by Juvia's Place. This is another, I told you guys I've been like in this green phase where I love green. If you don't know, this is a gorgeous palette. I love it. I've used it maybe once or twice, but I want to get some more use out of it because it's absolutely stunning. So I will be keeping the Thrive by Juvia's Place. Next, we have the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. This is a gorgeous eyeshadow palette. I'm in love with these glitters. That one, not so much. This one, and this one, yes. And the mattes in here are not too shabby. Let me get some, let me get a wipe to clean my hands so you guys can actually see my swatches, because, girl, going through the gigs over here. So yeah, guys, I will be keeping this palette. Okay, here we go. The Zulu by Juvia's Place. I remember when I first used this, guys, I caught a freaking heart attack because this stained the crap out of my eye. But this has come a long way. And honestly, I really like this palette. It's not bad. It's not too shabby. It's really pretty, and it's very, very pigmented. Extremely pigmented. So I will be keeping my Zulu palettes. Next, we have the Juvia's Place Festival. The Festival palette. This is another gorgeous palette. Absolutely love it. Great fall palette or whenever palette. Like, who says you can't wear this in the summer, right? Such a cute palette. Absolutely love it. Absolutely stunning. And you can never go wrong with Juvia's eyeshadows. As I said many times before, guys, they have the most pigmented, the most creamiest eyeshadow formula in the big pans like this. Next, we have the Electra palette. I bought this a long time ago. Here we have some glitters, some mattes. I don't use this palette. Don't even gravitate towards it anymore. I'm gonna pass it down. I will be decluttering the Electra palette. Next, we have the Gold Vault Physicians Formula. This is fairly new to my collection. Oh no, this is fairly new to my collection. Ooh, sis. She fell out the pan. The whole eyeshadow. The hell? Yeah, Physicians Formula, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. Because these should not be popping out of the freaking pan. Like, come on. But what I love is I love the kind of glitter shimmer effect that they have. It's absolutely stunning. Great for a neutral eye. I actually combined this palette with the iconic London palette that I got from BoxyCharm. These are my go-to neutral palettes. I use them in conjunction with each other. I use these mattes and I use these sparkly ones. So keeping that one. Last but not least, this is my Halloween Shiny palette, and I use these for Halloween. That's what I use these eyeshadows for, but I think it's time to part with it. I have lots of colorful eyeshadow palettes where I can feel confident now and just saying goodbye to this one. So I will be getting rid of this Shiny palette. This was one of my first eyeshadow palettes I ever bought. So yeah, let's just go through what I will be decluttering. So I will be decluttering the Naked 3, decluttering the Moon Dust because I have a copy, the Galaxy Chic 3, the Majestic glitter palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I forgot which one, the Shadow Couture, the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition, the original, the Kat Von D Monarchy palette, the Makeup Forever Professional Paris palette, the Ocean Eyes by Nika K, the Morphe Picasso, the Supernova, the Sugar Pill Custom Palette, the Hidden Treasures by Dose of Colors, the Urban Decay Naked Basics, the Carity Matte Palette, the Electra palette, and then the Shiny palette. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is 17 eyeshadow palettes. I think I will do 16, and I think I'm going to keep the Naked 3 palettes. Yeah, I'm going to keep her. I will be getting rid of 17 palettes. I think I did pretty good, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.